Lesson 17, Part 2a, αἰώνιος, ἀκάθαρτος, and ἁμαρτωλός. αἰώνιος, ἀκάθαρτος, and ἁμαρτωλός are just like first, second declension adjective, except that they don't have separate feminine forms. So the feminine forms look just like the masculine forms. The neuter forms are only different in the nominative and accusative, just like normal. So you can take a quick look here. We've got masculine singular, feminine singular, neuter singular. The only differences between any of these is that in the neuter nominative and accusative, it has to match. And so it's that on up here. That's the only difference for all four forms there. When we go over to the plural, you'll notice very, very similar, except we've got the nominative and accusative of the neuter matching again, and it's completely different. So those two forms are going to be different. Now you may be thinking to yourself, oh no, what do I do when I see one of these in a sentence? Well, in a sentence, it's going to be very simple. It's describing whatever matches in gender, number, and case. You just have to sort of say, well, I'm not really sure what the gender is, because ἀιώνιου is exactly the same for all three genders, but I can still match it in number and case. And there's probably going to be only one other word nearby or that logically makes sense for it to be describing that matches in number and case, even once we disregard gender. So this is really not too tricky, except when you go to parse them. Unfortunately, parsing is going to be tricky because you're going to have to specifically remember these three words. The masculine and the feminine are the same. So if you get something like ἀιώνιο, that's masculine singular dative, feminine singular dative, and neuter singular dative. So watch out for that. That is probably going to trip you up quite a lot when you see these. It probably won't kill you on this first review that you'll get right after this lesson. But once you have these mixed in with a whole bunch of other things, you're really going to need to make those stick out in your mind. Otherwise, you will miss them just about every time. But hey, if you do, the main thing is being able to use them properly when you're translating, and that shouldn't be a problem. ἀκάθαρτος and ἁμαρτωλός follow this exact same pattern as αἰώνιος here. I just didn't write them all out for you. So summary, αἰώνιος, ἀκάθαρτος, and ἁμαρτωλός don't have separate feminine forms. The feminines look just like the masculines.